At this precise moment, Navitas Semiconductor, trading under the ticker NVTS, is exchanging hands at $7.83, marking an intraday upward movement of approximately 2.74%. If you are watching the charts right now, you are seeing a stock that opened at $7.68 and has already tested a high of $7.84, while finding support around the $7.57 mark, showing a level of resilience that contradicts the heavy selling pressure we witnessed just days ago. The market is open, the order books are active, and the volume is ticking up as traders try to digest the massive strategic pivot this company is currently executing. Most investors looking at Navitas Semiconductor today see a company in trouble. They look at the headline numbers from the recent Q3 earnings report, revenue falling over 50% year over year to just $10.1 million, and they assume the growth story is broken. The expectation right now, if you scan the forums or read the superficial headlines, is that this is a falling knife, a company that lost its footing in the mobile market and is now scrambling for relevance. But that expectation is not just incomplete, it is fundamentally misaligned with the reality of what is happening behind the scenes. The reality is that we are not watching a collapse. We are watching a controlled demolition of a legacy business model to make way for something exponentially larger. What looks like weakness on the income statement is actually a deliberate, aggressive reallocation of resources away from the low-margin commodity consumer electronics and toward the high-stakes, high-margin world of AI data centers and industrial electrification. You're not looking at a shrinking company, you're looking at a coiled spring that is sacrificing short-term optics for long-term dominance in the most critical power sectors of the next decade. Let's strip away the noise and look at the immediate market action. The stock has been incredibly volatile, bouncing between $6.85 and $7.79 recently, a range that screams indecision. This volatility is largely driven by the recent announcement of a $100 million private placement. When a company trading at these valuations announces a capital raise, the knee-jerk reaction is often fear of dilution. Retail traders see new shares and immediately calculate a smaller slice of the pie. However, smart money, institutional capital, looks at who is buying and why the money is being raised. This wasn't a desperate plea for cash to keep the lights on. This was a strategic war chest being filled to accelerate the Navitas 2.0 strategy. The participation in the UBS Global Technology and AI Conference recently was not just a PR stunt. It was a signal that the company is ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with the giants of the industry. The market is trying to price in two contradictory narratives: the ugly current financials versus the pristine future pipeline. This friction is what creates the opportunity, and it is why you are seeing these sharp intraday swings. To understand why this stock matters, you have to understand the technology that underpins it. Navitas is the leader in gallium nitride, or GaN, power-integrated circuits. For decades, silicon has been the bedrock of electronics. It's reliable, cheap, and understood. But silicon has hit a wall. It cannot handle the speed and heat required by modern high-performance computing without becoming inefficient and bulky. GaN is the superior material. It conducts electrons more efficiently, handles higher voltages, and switches thousands of times faster than silicon. This isn't just about making your phone charger smaller, although that was Navitas's first act. This is about the power infrastructure of the entire world. When you think about Tesla's stock and the EV conversation, you are thinking about range and charging speed. The limiting factor there is often how efficiently power can be converted from the grid to the battery and from the battery to the motor. GaN is the key to unlocking faster charging and longer range without adding weight. Similarly, when you look at Nvidia stock, you are thinking about AI chips that consume massive amounts of electricity. The data centers powering ChatGPT and other AI models are facing an energy crisis. They physically can't get enough power into the racks without melting the components or requiring cooling systems that are prohibitively expensive. Navitas's technology allows these power supplies to be denser, cooler, and more efficient. That is the Navitas 2.0 thesis, moving from charging phones to powering the intelligence of the future. However, accessing this thesis isn't always straightforward for the average investor. If you're sitting at home trying to figure out how to play this shift, you're likely navigating a maze of brokerage options. Whether you're utilizing Schwab Intelligent Portfolios to automate your exposure to the semiconductor sector, or you're taking a hands-on approach with online investment platforms, the mechanism of how you buy matters. For those who prefer self-investing and want to execute trades during these volatile intraday sessions, having a robust individual brokerage account is essential. You might be using Fidelity, known for its deep research tools. Fidelity Investments offers a suite of resources that can help you dissect the balance sheet of a company like Navitas. If you're looking at Fidelity ETFs or Fidelity mutual funds, you might find exposure to Navitas through broader semiconductor baskets, but owning the single stock requires a different level of conviction. The Fidelity brokerage services, including Fidelity Wealth Management and Fidelity IRAs, provide a structured environment for long-term holders, while the Fidelity mobile app and Fidelity trading platform allow active traders to react to news like the GlobalFoundries partnership in real time. On the other hand, you might be part of the younger demographic driving volume on Robinhood. Robinhood stock trading has democratized access to these high beta names. The Robinhood app makes it very easy to jump in and out of positions, and features like Robinhood Crypto and Robinhood Cash Management keep users within that ecosystem. With Robinhood fractional shares, even smaller accounts can build a position in Navitas without committing to full share blocks. Then there are platforms like SoFi. SoFi Invest has been aggressive in courting younger investors with a mix of SoFi investing tools, SoFi stocks, and SoFi ETFs. If you use the SoFi Robo-Advisor, you might not hold NVTS directly, but SoFi Active Investing allows you to pick your spots. The SoFi trading platform integrates social features that let you see what others are buying, which can be a double-edged sword in a sentiment-driven stock like this. For the more sophisticated trader, Interactive Brokers is often the venue of choice. Interactive Brokers trading offers professional-grade execution and low margin rates. The Interactive Brokers platform is complex but powerful, ideal for analyzing the Interactive Brokers stock trading flows and managing Interactive Brokers fees effectively. No matter which investing sites or investment help you use to invest online, the principle remains the same. You need to understand what you're buying. An intelligent portfolio isn't just about algorithms, it's about aligning your capital with secular trends. Now, let's get back to the specific catalyst that is reshaping the Navitas narrative, the partnership with GlobalFoundries. Announced just days ago, this deal is a massive validator. GlobalFoundries is one of the world's leading semiconductor manufacturers. By partnering with them to enhance U.S.-based GaN technology and manufacturing, Navitas is effectively de-risking its supply chain and positioning itself as a key player in the geopolitical semiconductor chess game. The U.S. government is heavily incentivizing domestic chip production, and this partnership aligns Navitas perfectly with that national interest. This move directly addresses one of the biggest bearish arguments against the company, that it was too reliant on Asian manufacturing. By bringing capacity to the U.S. and leveraging GlobalFoundries' scale, Navitas is preparing for the massive volume ramp required by AI data centers. This is not a small experiment, this is infrastructure building. We must also address the elephant in the room, The insider selling. Recently, the CFO sold a small tranche of shares. In isolation, this looks bad. Investors see CFO sells and hit the panic button. But you have to look at the context. The sale was relatively small in dollar terms and was likely related to tax withholding obligations or automatic diversification plans. It wasn't a vote of no confidence. In fact, seeing executives sell small amounts while the company is raising $100 million for expansion is a common corporate rhythm. It creates a scary headline, but the fundamental thesis remains untouched. The more important metric is the institutional ownership. We are seeing big funds holding their ground or adding to positions during this weakness because they understand the timeline. They